Hello guys and welcome back. So we are finally back now. Today we are watching a match between Stan Wawrinka and Tommy Paul. So we are watching Stan Wawrinka yet again. So I have something, in the evening to do. So I'm streaming this one. I mean, I have a free day today, so I thought why not to stream this match, Stan Wawrinka against Tommy Paul. So let's watch this one. We have been streaming Wawrinka also. Last time he was playing, he was facing Francis Tiafoe, another American, and Stan Wawrinka was able to win that one. It was not easy, but Stan Wawrinka eventually winning that one. So let's see what he does today against Tommy Paul. So Tommy Paul, Stan Wawrinka, Paul right now with a break point on Wawrinka's serve. So let's see what he does with this break point. First serve from Wawrinka. Goes in. Tommy Paul hits the net. Again, great serving from Wawrinka. He was serving very well. Last time we were seeing Wawrinka, he had hit, I do believe, 22 aces. So that was pretty darn good. But he needs to be serving good also today. Oh, it's not an ace actually. It went wide. So a good challenge from Tommy Paul. The ball went just wide. So right now it is second serve from Wawrinka. Second serve goes in, backhand from Paul, backhand from Wawrinka, forehand from Paul, forehand from Wawrinka, forehand from Paul, forehand from Wawrinka, backhand from Tommy Paul, hits the net. What a rally. What a rally, and Stan Wawrinka has won it. He has won it. So we are at 40 all. We are at deuce. 40 all. And Stan Wawrinka still on serve. He has been able to save 2 break points. 2 break points saved. He's serving yet again. Again, the serving will be hugely important also today. Really hugely important. The serving for Stan Wawrinka. Again, he has been serving amazingly well against Francis Tiafoe, as I have said just a few seconds ago. 22 aces for Wawrinka in that one, so he will want to have similar numbers. Also today, Tommy Paul with a forehand. Forehand from Wawrinka hits the net and then brings up yet another break point for Tommy Paul. Break point number 3 of this game. Break point number 3 for Tommy Paul. And again, guys, yesterday I have released video about Rafa Nadal, and if he will he will play Wimbledon, so you can go and check that out. And today I have released video about Andy Murray and what's next for Andy Murray right now. What he will do on Wimbledon. Will he play Wimbledon, most importantly? In the meantime, forehand from Wawrinka, backhand from Tommy Paul hits the net. Wawrinka saves yet another break point. Yet another break point saved by Stan the Man. We are back at deuce. 40 all. 40 all. So this has been a pretty long game, pretty long first service game for Stan Wawrinka. He's serving again. Wawrinka hits the serve wide. It will be second serve from Wawrinka here. Second serve from Wawrinka goes in. Backhand from Tommy Paul. That's a backhand winner. What a winner by Tommy Paul. Advantage Paul. What a winner by the American. Again, guys, if you have any questions, any thoughts on this match, make sure to leave them in the chat as always. Where's my phone? Where is my phone? Oh, here it is. Wawrinka serving. He's down a break point yet again. First serve goes in. Paul returns. Backhand from Wawrinka. Backhand from Tommy Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka. Backhand from Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Tommy Paul this time. He's changing the direction. Forehand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Tommy Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. Slice forehand from Tommy Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka. Backhand from Paul. What a rally this is. What a rally. Backhand from Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka goes wide, and that's a break. That's a break just like that. Boom. Tommy Paul, the American, striking in the first service game of Stan Wawrinka. 2 love. 2 games to love for the American. What a rally, and Tommy Paul, well played to the American. He was able to win this rally. He's up. 2 games to love. First blood for Tommy Paul in this one. Again, guys, if you have any questions, any thoughts on this match or in general, make sure to leave them in the chat as always. First serve from Tommy Paul goes in. That's an ace. 15 love for Tommy Paul. 15 love for Tommy Paul here. First serve from Paul, this time hits the net. It will be second serve from American. We have been playing for 10 minutes right now. Second serve from Tommy Paul goes in. Backhand from Wawrinka. Backhand from Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka. Slice backhand from Tommy Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Paul. Goes wide. Goes wide. 15 all. 15 all. Wide forehand from Tommy Paul. We are at 15 all. So, Tommy Paul serving yet again. First serve goes wide. It will be second serve from Tommy Paul. Second serve from Paul goes in. Forehand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. Backhand from Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Tommy Paul goes wide. Stan Wawrinka has won this point. 15-30. Well played, Stan. Well played, Wawrinka. He's up 30-15 on Tommy Paul's serve. He would love to break back here. Will Wawrinka be able to get a break right back? Let's see. Let's see. First serve from Paul goes wide. Second serve from the American. Second serve from the American here. Second serve goes in. Backhand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Tommy Paul. I think that went wide. Stan Wawrinka is challenging it, I think. Let's see. Let's take a closer look. But I think that went just wide. And if it went wide, and yes, it did. Here we go. 2 break back points for Stan Wawrinka. 2 break back points for the Swiss. So, Wawrinka can break straight back. Let's see what happens here. First serve from Tommy Paul goes wide. Second serve from the American. Second serve from Tommy Paul goes in. Forehand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Tommy Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Tommy Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. Goes wide. That is wide from Wawrinka. 30-40. First break point saved. First break point saved by the American, but he still has to save the other one. Let's see if he will be able to. Let's see if he will be able to save the other one. First serve from Tommy Paul. I think that's wide. Yeah. I think that is wide. So... yeah, Stan is challenging it. So let's take a closer look. No, okay, no challenge. So it was wide. Second serve goes in, but Wawrinka returns wide. That is a cheap point to give up by Stan. That is a cheap point to give up. 2 break points for Stan Wawrinka. He didn't convert a single one of them. And he especially had a pretty darn good chance to convert a second one. Tommy Paul with a second serve, but Wawrinka unable to return it. Let's see what happens next. Backhand from Tommy Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka goes wide. Goes just wide. So advantage for the American. He is almost out of this game. He's almost out of trouble here. Tommy Paul, he was down 15-40. But right now he has an advantage. And he's serving here, trying to make it 3 games to love. First serve from Tommy Paul goes in. Wawrinka unable to return it. 3 games to love, just like that. Tommy Paul, what a start this has been. A statement start from the American to this match. He's up early, just 15 minutes into this match. Tommy Paul leading 3 games to love. What a start from Tommy Paul to this one. Again, guys, if you have any questions, any thoughts on this match, make sure to leave them in the chat. You want to tell me who are you supporting today, who are you rooting for, leave your thoughts in the chat as well. As both of the players are getting some deserved rest right now. Some deserved rest for both of the players. So let's see what happens next. Yeah, we have a short pause here. Again, guys, if you have any thoughts, any questions, leave them in the chat. Wawrinka is getting ready. He will be serving next. This is a must hold here for Stan. He really can't afford to go, down any further. He's down love 3, so that's not a very good position to be in. That's not a very good position to be in for Stan. So let's see what happens next. Tommy Paul leading 3 games to love. Stan Wawrinka on serve here. Tommy Paul is ready, and so are we. Wawrinka serving. Stan Wawrinka on serve. First serve from Wawrinka goes in. Forehand from Tommy Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. And I think that's a forehand winner. I think that is a forehand. No, it went wide. Sorry, it's not a forehand winner. The ball went just wide. So it is love 15. Yeah, Stan Wawrinka right now, he's not into this match. He is not playing very well. So he needs to improve his game ASAP if he wants to stay in this first set. Okay, great first serve from Wawrinka. This is better. Great first serve from Stan. And it is 15-all. So, Wawrinka serving. Yet again, first serve from Wawrinka goes wide. Second serve from the Swiss. Again, guys, if you have any thoughts on this match, make sure to leave them in the chat as always. Second serve from Wawrinka goes in. Forehand from Tommy Paul. That's a forehand winner. What a return. What a return by Tommy Paul. 15-30. And Stan Wawrinka in some trouble on his own serve yet again. What a return by the American. It was a great return. Really, it was. Another first serve from Wawrinka goes wide. It will be the second serve from the Swiss. Second serve from Wawrinka. Second serve goes in. Forehand from Tommy Paul goes wide. 30-all. 30-all. Okay. Wawrinka needs to hold here. Again, this is a must hold for Stan. This is a must hold for Stan. This next point will be huge. This next point will be huge. For first serve from Wawrinka goes wide. It will be second serve from Stan. Second serve from Stan goes in. Forehand. No, it was called let. Okay, so repeated second serve. Repeated second serve. Second serve from Wawrinka hits the net. Oh, that is a double fault. What a time. What a time to make a double fault. Really not a good time to make a double fault for Wawrinka here. And that brings up yet another breakpoint for Tommy Paul. For the American. First serve from Wawrinka goes wide. Again, second serve from Wawrinka. The problem for Wawrinka in this match so far has been he has not been serving as well as he was against Francis Tiafoe. 22 aces against Tiafoe on Monday. And right now Wawrinka is not playing well again. Winner from Tommy Paul. 4 games to love. Well, that's not good for Stan Wawrinka. The scoreline is not looking good for the Swiss. We are getting closer and closer to a bagel. Hopefully that won't happen. Hopefully Stan will win some game. But yeah, I mean, it's not looking good. It's not looking good for the Swiss player right now, I can tell you that. First serve from Paul goes in. Wawrinka hitting the net. It will be second serve from the American. Again, guys, if you are enjoying the show, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Currently, we are at 73 subscribers. So every single subscriber is very much appreciated. Again, first serve from Tommy Paul goes in. Wawrinka hitting the net. Those are cheap points. Cheap points for the American. He's up 30 love. Again, Tommy Paul serving. First serve goes in. Wawrinka returning the ball. Forehand from Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka. Backhand from Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka goes wide. 40 love. Just like that. 3 game points for Tommy Paul. He's on the brink of leading 5 games to love in this opening set. This could be a decisive lead for the Americans. So let's see what happens next. Tommy Paul serving. First serve goes wide. Second serve from the American. But he's up 40 love. 4 games to love. So far so good for Tommy Paul. And again, second serve in. Wawrinka hitting the net. What is going on here with Stan? I have no idea. He has been playing really a lot better against Francis Tiafoe. He has been playing a lot better against the other American on Monday, but so far today, it is not going well for Stan. So we have a short break here, guys. Both the players taking some quick rest. So if you have, guys, any questions, leave them in the chat. If you have some comments, if you want to tell me who are you supporting today, write that in the chat as always. And let's just enjoy this match. Again, hopefully Stan will be able to come back. Maybe not in this first set, but hopefully he plays better in the set number 2. Because so far it has been one-sided. It has been all about Tommy Paul. But hopefully Stan will find his game ASAP as soon as possible. If you want to stay in this match, he really needs to win this next game. He really needs to hold the serve here next. You know, not to get back into this first set. No, I think this is clear that Tommy Paul is winning the first one, but just, you know, to get some confidence back and to be able to fight back maybe in the second set, who knows. But again, guys, if you have any questions, any thoughts on this match, make sure to leave them in the chat. As we are waiting for both of the players, they are taking some rest between the games. But Stan Wawrinka will be serving to stay in this opening set anytime soon. And we have been playing only for over 20 minutes. And already it is 5 games to love in favor of Tommy Paul. So, you know, very unfortunate situation for Stan. So let's see what happens next. Stan Wawrinka on serve. He's serving. He needs to hold here. Really, he needs to hold. First serve from Wawrinka. Goes in. Backhand from Tommy Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. Backhand from Tommy Paul goes wide. Wide. And that is 15 love for Stan. 15 love for Wawrinka. Stan again on serve. First serve from Wawrinka goes in. Backhand from Tommy Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Tommy Paul goes wide. 30 love. 30 love. That's better. That is certainly better from Stan. He's up 30 love. And this is looking like maybe the first hold of this match so far for Stan. Who knows, but it's looking a lot better this game. Okay, again, great first serve from Wawrinka. 40 love. 40 love. He's a point away from getting on the scoreboard, finally. First serve from Wawrinka goes wide. It will be second serve from Stan this time. Second serve from the Swiss player. Second serve from Wawrinka goes in. Backhand from Tommy Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. And that's a winner. That is a winner from the Swiss. 5 games to 1. Stan Wawrinka holds. Finally, he's on the scoreboard, but I think this is just too late. The first set will be won by Tommy Paul, I think. That is clear, but yeah. Hopefully, this game will give some confidence to Stan to fight back in the set number 2. Tommy Paul serving to win this opening set. Tommy Paul on serve. He will be trying to put this first set to the bed. Let's see if he will be able to do it. So, Tommy Paul on serve. First serve by the American goes in. Backhand from Stan. Forehand from Tommy Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Paul. Goes wide. Goes wide. Love 15. Love 15. Tommy Paul again. On serve. He's down love 15. Again, guys, if you have your score predictions, please leave them in the chat. I really want to see, who do you think, what do you reckon, who is winning this one? Backhand from Tommy Paul, backhand from Wawrinka, forehand from Paul. That is a good forehand winner. That's a good forehand winner from American. 15 all. We are at 15 all. Great forehand winner from Tommy Paul here. Great forehand winner. So 15 all. Tommy Paul still on serve, trying to serve this first set out. First serve from Paul this time goes out. It will be second serve from American. Second serve from Paul goes in. Backhand from Wawrinka. Backhand from Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Tommy. Paul goes wide. 15-30. Maybe some problems starting to emerge on Tommy Paul's serve. Maybe some nerves starting to kick in. Who knows? Yeah, but 15-30. Tommy Paul on serve. Tommy Paul on serve, 15-30. First serve from Tommy Paul hits the net. It will be yet again a second serve from the American. Right now the first serves are just not going in from Tommy Paul. Second serve goes in. Backhand from Wawrinka. Backhand from Tommy Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka. Backhand from Tommy Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Paul this time. Forehand from Wawrinka goes wide. 30-all. Okay, so Tommy Paul makes it 30-all. We are all square in this one, in this game. Again, guys, if you're enjoying the content, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Currently, we are at 73 subscribers. We are trying to reach 100 subscribers. That is the first goal for this channel. So again, guys, thank you very much for every single subscription. Tommy Paul on serve. First serve. Hits the net. It will be repeated. First serve from the American. Repeated first serve from Tommy Paul. Goes in. Backhand from Wawrinka. Backhand from Tommy Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. Backhand from Wawrinka this time. Slice backhand from Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. Tommy Paul gets the ball back. No, he can't get the ball back. That was a great forehand. Great forehand by Wawrinka. And he has got a break point just like that. Stan is saying this set is not over just as of yet. Break point for the Swiss. Break point for Stan. So, Tommy Paul serving. First serve from Tommy Paul goes in. Forehand from Wawrinka goes wide. Yeah, he will not convert this one. He will not convert this one. 40-all deuce. It is 40-all deuce. Serve from Tommy Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Paul. That's a winner. No. Okay, that was a fault. So bad first serve. Again, I thought it was a winner from Tommy Paul, but the umpire has called the first serve wide. So we have a new rally here. Wawrinka hitting the backhand. Forehand from Tommy Paul goes just wide. Another break point. Another opportunity for Stan Wawrinka to get himself to 2-5. So another break point for Stan here. Another break point for the Swiss. Tommy Paul serving. First serve from Tommy Paul goes in. Wawrinka hitting the return wide. So 40-all. Back at deuce. Back at deuce. Tommy Paul serving. Again, guys, we have 5 viewers right now, so thank you very much for tuning in. If you are enjoying the show, write something in the chat so I know that you are here. Okay, first serve from Tommy Paul goes in. Wawrinka returns wide. So it is advantage for the American. Advantage for Tommy Paul. Wawrinka had 3 break points in this game, but it seems like Tommy Paul will serve this one out. First serve from Paul goes wide, and he has hit a line judge. That's always unpleasant. That's always unpleasant. Wawrinka immediately checking on the line judge, but it seems like she should be fine. Tommy Paul immediately just, trying to apologize. So second serve from Tommy Paul goes in. Wawrinka hitting the backhand just wide. Done and dusted. The first set done and dusted. It took just less than half an hour. Tommy Paul rocking right now at Queen's Club. He's up 6-1. He has won the first set, opening set, in favor of the American. Yeah. Well played to Tommy Paul. Winners 9-2 for the American. That's a great difference. Unforced errors. 3 unforced errors for Tommy Paul. 5 unforced errors for Stan Wawrinka. That's just a big difference, 9 winners for Tommy Paul, only 3 unforced errors. 2 winners for Stan Wawrinka, 5 unforced errors. This is just no good numbers for Stan. Hi, Bangla. What do you think? Can Wawrinka win another slam, looking at his current performances? Well, I think I would say this way. I would be very, 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 very surprised if he will win another slam, okay? I will put it this way. I will be very surprised. I think I think it's just, I think he's just done. Like, he can win some tournaments, but yeah, win a Grand Slam, I don't think so. I really don't think so. Maybe some like ATP 250s, maybe some ATP 500s, I don't know, but even that, I don't know if Stan will win another tournament in his career. I think at this current stage, he's just happy to be playing pretty much. So yeah, I really don't see him winning another slam, no. But again, we should see. Again, guys, if you are enjoying the show, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Currently, we are at 73 subscribers, so I do appreciate every single one of subscription. And we are right back in it. Stan Wawrinka serving to begin the set number 2. Very important service game. Stan has to hold here. This is a must hold for Stan Wawrinka if he wants to stay in this match. First serve goes in. Tommy Paul hitting the forehand. Backhand from Wawrinka. Backhand from Tommy Paul. Hits the net. Okay, good start from Wawrinka to this opening set. He's up 15 love. He's up 15 love. Again, we have reached 74 subscribers. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the subscription. Really appreciate it, guys. So Stan Wawrinka serving 30 love for Wawrinka. First serve goes wide. It will be second serve from Wawrinka. Second serve from Wawrinka goes in. Backhand from Tommy Paul goes wide. 40 love. 40 love for Stan. 40 love for Stan. Again, guys, you can share your score predictions in the chat as always. Who do you think is winning this one? Right now, it seems like Tommy Paul is in a pretty darn good position, but you never know what Stan Wawrinka can do. First serve from Wawrinka goes, hits the net. Second serve from Wawrinka. He's up 40 love. Second serve from Wawrinka goes in. Backhand from Tommy Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Paul hits the net. That's first game in the books. That is a hold from Wawrinka, and a very important one as well. To kick off the set number 2, Stan Wawrinka holds. He's up 1 game to love. Both of the players exchanging the sides at the beginning of the set number 2. So yeah, let's see what happens next. Again, guys, if you have any score predictions, if you want to tell me who are you rooting for today, write that in the chat. Stan Wawrinka will be on return. Tommy Paul serving. First service game for Tommy Paul of this set number 2. So Tommy Paul serving. First serve goes in. Forehand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Tommy Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka goes wide. 15 love for the American. 15 love for Tommy Paul. Again, first serve from Tommy Paul. Hits the net. It will be second serve from the American. Second serve from Tommy Paul goes in. Backhand from Wawrinka. Backhand from Tommy Paul. Hits the net. 15-all. 15-all. Tommy Paul hitting the net of his backhand side. So maybe some chance for Stan Wawrinka here. Maybe half a chance. Who knows? Tommy Paul serving. First serve goes in. That's an ace. That's a sweet serve. Sweet strike. Tommy Paul up 30-15. Tommy Paul is up 30-15. And still on serve. First serve goes in. Wawrinka returns again wide. Again. The return was wide. Tommy Paul up 40-15. On his own serve. First serve from Paul, this time goes wide. Second serve from the American. Second serve from American goes in, but Wawrinka hits the net again. Bad return from Stan. And Tommy Paul makes it just like that. 1 game all. So far in the set number 2, we are still on serve. Still all square, 1 game all. To begin the set number 2. So Wawrinka serving. Let's see. Stan Wawrinka, his service game number 2 of the set number 2. First serve from Wawrinka hits the net. It will be second serve from the Swiss. Second serve from the Swiss. Again, guys, if you have some questions like Bangla, make sure to leave them in the chat. I will be more than happy to answer all of your questions. Forehand from Wawrinka in the meantime hits the net. Bad forehand from Wawrinka. Love 15. Love 15. Stan Wawrinka on serve. Let's see what he does this time. First serve from Wawrinka hits the net. It will be second serve from the Swiss. Second serve from the Swiss. Goes in. Forehand from Tommy Paul goes wide. 15 all. 15 all. Again, Stan just has to hold here. Every service game basically is a must hold for Stan. He's down 1 set. He has lost the first set quite heavily. 1-6, so he just has to hold his serves here. Backhand from Wawrinka goes in. Forehand from Tommy Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka goes wide. 15-30. 15-30. Stan Wawrinka may be in some trouble on his own service game yet again. Again, guys, if you have any score predictions for this one, leave them in the chat. Who do you think? What do you reckon? Who's winning this one? This matchup. Forehand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Tommy Paul. Overhead smash from Wawrinka goes wide. What a mistake. This is hard to take. For Stan Wawrinka, this is hard to take. What a miss. 15-40. This was a clear overhead. Clear overhead smash, but he has put it wide. This is not a good strike from Stan. First serve from Wawrinka goes in. Forehand from Tommy Paul goes wide. Okay. Stan wins the next point. Stan wins this one. 30-40. 30-40. But still a break point for Tommy Paul here. If he can break here, Wawrinka will be in deep trouble. First serve from Wawrinka goes wide. Another problem for Stan here. First serve not going in. Second serve from Wawrinka. Goes wide. Yeah, it's a double fault to end this game. Unfortunate game for Stan here. Very unfortunate game. Just like that, he gifts Tommy Paul a break of serve in the set number 2, and this is not looking good. This is not looking good for Stan the man. This is not looking good for Wawrinka. He's down a set and a break. Tommy Paul fully in control of this one. We have been playing for just over 38 minutes, and it seems like this match is just pretty much over. Let's see, but it's not looking good for the former world number 3. Again, guys, we have a short pause. Both of the players just taking a quick rest. So if you have any questions, guys, if you have any thoughts, if you have your score predictions for this one, leave them in the chat. I will be more than happy to read all of your thoughts. So yeah, and thank you very much for tuning in, guys. We are, of course, watching the match of the round of 16 at Queen's Club. Stan Wawrinka facing Tommy Paul. Stan Wawrinka defeating Francis Tiafoe in the first round on Tuesday, I do believe. So that was a big win. 3-set win in a 3 tiebreakers. Wawrinka coming through that one. But today against another American, it is not looking very good. It's not looking very good. Hi, our world. Hello there. Wawrinka must win. Yeah, I'm rooting for Wawrinka as well, but it's not looking good. It's not looking very good, our world. It's not looking very good for the Swiss. What is Georgie doing? Hi, Alexandra. What do you mean, what is Georgie doing? Which Georgie? So backhand from Wawrinka. Forehand smash from Tommy Paul. 15 love for the American. 15 love for the American. Hello, guys. Hello there. Alexandra and our world. Again, I think Wawrinka has more fans than Tommy Paul, but yeah, it's not looking very good for Stan the man right now. That is for sure. Backhand from Tommy Paul, slice backhand from Wawrinka, forehand from Paul, hits the net. 15-all. 15-all. So, Tommy Paul still on serve. Again, guys, if you have your score predictions, leave them in the chat as always. If you want to share your thoughts about this match or in general. Forehand from Wawrinka, forehand from Tommy Paul, forehand from Wawrinka, forehand from Paul, forehand from Wawrinka, forehand from Paul. Slice backhand from Wawrinka, forehand from Tommy Paul, again slice backhand from Wawrinka, slice backhand from Tommy Paul, forehand from Wawrinka, and that is a forehand winner. No, Wawrinka, smash, that is a winner. This time a winner from Wawrinka. 30-15 for Wawrinka, or 15-30 from the perspective of Tommy Paul. I am Italian, where are you from? Alexandra, I am from Slovakia, Central Europe. From Slovakia. So 15-30. Tommy Paul serving. Again, guys, if you are enjoying the show, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. It would really help the channel grow. Currently, we are at 74 subscribers. And the number is obviously updating real time, so if you do subscribe, it would immediately update. Okay, 30-all. So Tommy Paul wins this next point. It was a big point, because if he hadn't won it, Stan Wawrinka would have had a break point, 2 break points in fact. This next point is huge as well, 30-all. Tommy Paul serving, first serve, goes in, Wawrinka with a forehand, Tommy Paul with a forehand, backhand from Wawrinka, backhand from Tommy Paul, goes wide. That brings up a break point for Stan Wawrinka. Break point for Wawrinka, maybe he'll get back into this set. Who knows? Maybe he'll get back into this one. Break point for Stan Wawrinka here. Break point. First serve from Tommy Paul. Slice backhand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Tommy Paul. Wawrinka hitting the backhand wide. Deuce. We are at deuce. So Wawrinka again not converting those breakpoints. He did have some breakpoints in the first service game of Tommy Paul in the set number 2. I do believe he had like 3 breakpoints or something along those lines in that game. Another breakpoint in this game, but Wawrinka just not converting them. He had already 5 breakpoints in this match, Stan Wawrinka, and he didn't convert a single one. That's not a good statistic. That is not a good statistic for sure. And Tommy Paul in the meantime with a forehand winner. Sweetly struck. Advantage Tommy Paul, and he can make it 3-1. Advantage for Paul here. First serve from Tommy Paul hits the net. It will be second serve from American. Second serve from American goes in. Backhand from Stan Wawrinka. Backhand from Tommy Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. Goes wide. Just like that. 3-1. Tommy Paul. Well, he's on his merry way to win this one. That is for sure. Tommy Paul clearly in control of this encounter so far. Stan Wawrinka will be serving next, but he's already down a set and a break. And it's not looking good for the former world number 3. Wawrinka serving. First serve goes in. Backhand from Tommy Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. That's a sweet forehand. Forehand winner. A lot of power behind that one from Wawrinka. Tommy Paul unable to return it. And it is 15-love for Stan Wawrinka. 15-love for the Swiss. Wawrinka again serving. First serve goes in. Tommy Paul unable to return it. 30-love. 30-love for Wawrinka. 30-love for the Swiss. Wawrinka serving again. First serve goes in. Forehand from Tommy Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka goes wide. 30-15. Okay, so this backhand didn't go in by Wawrinka, so 30-15. Wawrinka would love to hold here. Basically, this is a must hold, I would say. Forehand from Wawrinka. Sorry, the first serve from Wawrinka goes in. Tommy Paul hitting the ball wide. Okay, 40-15. 40-15 for Wawrinka. He has opportunity to make it 2-3 to get himself on the score sheet yet again. First serve from Wawrinka hits the net. It will be second serve from the Swiss. Second serve from Wawrinka goes in. Backhand from Tommy Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka. It is a backhand winner. This is what we love to see. This is the good old Stan Wawrinka. What a backhand by the Swiss. And he makes it 2-3. But again, he's still down a set and a break. So it is still not looking very good for Stan Wawrinka. Again, guys, we have a short pause here. Both of the players taking some quick rest between the games. So right now is the space for your questions, guys. If you have any questions, if you have any thoughts on this match or on tennis in general, make sure to leave them in the chat. I will be very happy to answer all of your questions as we do have a short break here between the games. And you can share your score predictions as well. What do you think? What do you reckon? Who is winning this one? I mean, it seems like Tommy Paul right now, I would say 80% for Tommy Paul that he wins this one. But with Stan Wawrinka, you never know when he will really step up with his game and maybe he can get back into this one. Who knows? Who knows what happens next? But this match has been going for like 47 minutes. We have ended the first set 6-1. Quite dominant first set performance by Tommy Paul, by the American. And Tommy Paul also leading in the second set, 3-2. And Tommy Paul will be serving next, trying to go up 4-2. Tommy Paul is basically just three holds away from winning this one. So he's getting pretty close. He's getting pretty close. So Tommy Paul serving. Tommy Paul is serving. First serve goes wide. It will be second serve from Tommy Paul here. Second serve from the American. Second serve from Tommy Paul goes in. Forehand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Tommy Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka again. Backhand from Tommy Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. And that's a winner. Tommy Paul trying to go to the net. Trying to go for a volley. But he has hit the ball to the net. So it is 15 love for Stan. Or love 15 from the perspective of the serving Tommy Paul, obviously. Love 15. But still only one break separates these two in the set number 2. So still there is a pretty darn good possibility that Stan Wawrinka, who knows, maybe he can come back into this one. Tommy Paul serving. First serve goes wide. Second serve from the American. Second serve from Tommy Paul goes in. Slice backhand from Wawrinka. Backhand from Tommy Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. Backhand from Tommy Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka. Backhand from Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Tommy Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka. This is an epic rally. Forehand from Tommy Paul. Cross-court forehand winner. What a way to finish this rally. This epic rally. 15-all. Tommy Paul wins this one. This was a very good rally. And what a winner. What a forehand winner. At the very end, an absolute ripper off the racket of Tommy Paul. He makes it 15-all and he's serving yet again. Tommy Paul on serve. First serve from Paul goes in. Wawrinka returning the ball wide. 30-15. 30-15 for Tommy Paul. 30-15. Tommy Paul again just 3 holds away from winning this one. First serve from Tommy Paul. This time hits the net. It will be second serve from the American. Second serve from the American. Goes in. Forehand from Wawrinka goes wide. Goes wide. So 40-15. Just like that. 40-15 for Tommy Paul. He's almost there. He is almost making it 4-2. First serve from Tommy Paul goes in. Forehand from Wawrinka goes wide. That's it. That's 4-2. Tommy Paul 2 games away. 2 games away from winning this one. It has been a pretty dominant performance by the American. Yeah, you kind of feel a little bit sorry for Stan Wawrinka. I don't want to say that he's getting destroyed, but yeah, he's not playing well so far today. I was saying we were streaming also the match between Stan Wawrinka and Francis Tiafoe. I was saying in that one that Stan Wawrinka was really strong. He was playing really well. But today against Tommy Paul, the game of Stan Wawrinka is just not there. It's just really not there. And he's making way too unforced errors, not hitting those winners as he was against Francis Tiafoe. And especially the problem, which I see the biggest problem for Stan Wawrinka today, is the serve. The serve has been not there. Again, against Francis Tiafoe, Stan Wawrinka had like 22 aces. Or over 20 aces. It was pretty darn good. Today, I think he didn't have a single ace till now. So that is also a big issue for Stan on his serve. Good first serve from Wawrinka. Tommy Paul hitting the net. 15-30. But still Stan Wawrinka is down. 15-30. First serve from Wawrinka. Goes in. Forehand from Tommy Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka goes wide. 15-40. Oh my. We are getting closer to the finish line, it seems like. We have been streaming for under 50 minutes and it could be very well done and dusted anytime soon. I thought it will be a little bit of a longer stream, but it doesn't look like that. Okay, Wawrinka going to the net, hitting the backhand winner. So 30-40. 30-40. But he has another breakpoint to save. If Tommy Paul breaks here, that will be just done and dusted, this match pretty much. Done and dusted. First serve from Wawrinka hits the net. Tough times coming for Wawrinka, saving a breakpoint of the second serve. Second serve goes in, forehand from Tommy Paul hits the net. The American he was just too aggressive on this approach, so 40 all. We are at 40 all, back at deuce. Back at deuce. Again, guys, if you're enjoying the show, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. It would really help the channel. I would really appreciate that. So you not miss the future live streams. When I am live streaming the next time, you will just see it straight away if you are subscribed. So please, guys, consider to hit that subscribe button. Currently, we are at number 74. Advantage Wawrinka. First serve from Wawrinka goes wide. It will be second serve from the Swiss. Second serve from Wawrinka. Goes in, backhand from Tommy Paul, right on the line. I think it was right on the line, yeah. Tommy Paul, it was called wide, but Tommy Paul challenging it, and I think rightly so. 75 subscribers, thank you guys, really appreciate it. Really appreciate number 75. Thank you guys, really appreciate it. Really pissed that Eurosport decided to broadcast Kachanov instead. Yeah, Leonte Christian. Absolutely. I mean, I have a tennis TV, so I'm watching it through tennis TV, and so yeah, I'm paying like $100 per year or something like that. But I think it's a pretty good price when you just evaluate that you have every single match there. You can watch it wherever you want, you know, whenever you want, even when you don't have a TV, you know, or where you are when you are on a vacation or I don't know where at school, you can just watch it through internet. So I would definitely recommend buying tennis TV. I think it's a good way. You can have every single match and yeah. So I'm using tennis TV basically, and I was, you know, thinking what to live stream because I have to work in the evening, so my time basically. So I was choosing between Stan Wawrinka and Tommy Paul and Karen Khachanov and Laszlo Dyer, but I thought, you know what, this should be a better game. Wawrinka is more interesting, coming back off that, you know, back from injury. Stan is back, so I thought it would be more interesting game against Tommy Paul because I have been live streaming also Wawrinka against Tiafoe. That was a pretty nice game. 3 tiebreakers in that one, so I eventually decided to go with Stan Wawrinka. So, yeah, but Eurosport, they decided to broadcast Khachanov, yeah. I mean, they have to make a decision. They decided to go for Khachanov. Yeah, okay. but I would rather go with Wawrinka as well. In the meantime, Stan Wawrinka eventually gets the hold. He gets the hold, so that's important. 3 games to 4, but still Tommy Paul with everything, all the trumps in his hands. A set and break. It's still looking pretty darn good for the American. Again, guys, both the players taking just short rest. We have a short pause here between the games. So if you have any questions, any thoughts, any score predictions, leave them in the chat, as always. And if you are enjoying the show, guys, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, as we are currently at 75 subscribers. We are trying to reach 100 subscribers. That is the first goal for this channel. Okay, so Wawrinka, he has 2 more games, 2 service games of Tommy Paul to break. He has to break, that's just a must. He's down a break, so he has to break either in this next game or the next service game of Tommy Paul, presuming that he will hold his serve, obviously. So, yeah, it is. We are getting to crunch time. We are getting closer and closer to the finish line, and Stan Wawrinka, he's in a situation where he really needs to break, and hold as well. But right now he needs to break. Okay, first point. Tommy Paul on serve. Let's see what happens here. Tommy Paul serving. First serve goes in. Backhand from Wawrinka. Backhand from Tommy Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Tommy Paul goes wide. Okay, so good start to this game by the Swiss player, by Stan Wawrinka. Love 15. Tommy Paul on serve. Good start to this game by Stan Wawrinka. That's what we love to see. Tommy Paul serving. First serve from Tommy Paul. Goes in. Forehand from Wawrinka. Backhand from Tommy Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Tommy Paul. Slice backhand from Wawrinka. Goes wide. This was not a good shot. 15 all. 15 all. And Tommy Paul still on serve. First serve from Tommy Paul. Goes wide. It will be second serve from Paul. Second serve from Paul goes in. Wawrinka hitting the net. Very unfortunate return. Very unfortunate return from Stan Wawrinka, just hitting the net. Tommy Paul leading 30-15. Tommy Paul leading 30-15. Leonte, is Wawrinka tired from the marathon match he had with Tiafoe? Yeah, look, Leonte, I was streaming that match against Tiafoe. It was an epic. It was like almost 3 hours. Really, it was almost 3 hours. And when you consider that it was the best of 3 sets and on grass, almost 3 hours, that's a lot. That's a lot. And he really had to work hard to win that one. So it was a marathon. But he had a free day. He had a free day yesterday. So, I mean, in the meantime, great backhand pass from Wawrinka. He gets the point, 30-40, 40-30 for Tommy Paul. So, I mean, again, he had a free day yesterday. So, I mean, he's not the youngest one, but he had a free day yesterday. So, it's like, yeah, I don't know. He had a free day, so I think that shouldn't really play that big of a role today. But, yeah, he's not playing that well. Maybe he's tired. Maybe just he doesn't have luck today. I don't know what it is. But as I have said earlier, he's making a lot of unforced errors and not hitting a lot of winners. So that seems to be the problem right now with Stan Wawrinka in today's match at the very least. So Wawrinka serving. First serve goes in. Forehand from Wawrinka. He's up 30 love. 30 love for the Swiss, so he has to hold again. This is a must-hold game, and the next service game of Tommy Paul will be a must break. So Wawrinka just has to win the next 2 games, otherwise he will lose this one. So he's under a lot of pressure right now, but I mean, he's one of the most experienced players on tour right now, so he should be able to manage, you know, his performance. So 30 love, Wawrinka serving. First serve from Wawrinka hits the net. It will be second serve from the Swiss. Second serve from Swiss goes in. Backhand from Tommy Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka. Backhand from Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Tommy Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Tommy Paul. That's a forehand winner. Sweet forehand winner from the American. 15-30 from perspective of Tommy Paul. Yeah, Leonte. Yes, yes. So, 15-30. Wawrinka on serve. Great serve from Wawrinka. 40-15 for Stan. He's very close to holding here, and this would be a very, very important hold. If he could hold here. If he can hold here. Let's see. First serve from Wawrinka goes in. Forehand from Tommy Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka. Backhand from Tommy Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Tommy Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka goes wide. So Tommy Paul says, just not yet, my friend. 40-30. 40-30. But still, Stan Wawrinka with another game point here. Another game point for the Swiss. First serve from Wawrinka, that's an ace. That's an ace from Stan. Okay, what a way to finish this game. But still, Tommy Paul will be serving for the match, basically. Serving for the match. And this next game we have been playing for just over an hour. I thought it will be a little bit of a longer stream, but it seems like we are heading for a pretty short match. Unfortunately, but who knows, maybe Stan will break in this next game. This is just a must break for Stan, basically, and yeah, let's see. I mean, it will not be easy, but Stan had like 5 breakpoint opportunities already in this match, but he didn't convert a single one. That has been an issue. It's not like Stan didn't create some chances to break. He really did, but he just wasn't able to convert them. And that has been an issue so far. Again, guys, if you are enjoying the show, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Currently, we are at 75 subscribers. So I would really appreciate, guys, if you will hit that subscribe button. So thank you very much for that. And we have Vukasin here. Or Vukashin. Paul got first set 6-1. Yes, Vukasin, that is right. It was a very dominant first set by Tommy Paul. The second one is a little bit tighter. It is a little bit tighter, but still, it's looking pretty good for Paul. Tommy Paul serving. Yes, this is crunch time. Tommy Paul serving for the set and with the new balls. So this might also help, new balls for Tommy Paul. First serve from Paul goes in. Backhand from Wawrinka. Forehand from Tommy Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka goes wide. 15-love. 3 points away. Tommy Paul 3 points away from winning this match. 3 points away. The American. First serve from Tommy Paul hits the net. It will be second serve from the American. Second serve from Tommy Paul goes in. Backhand from Wawrinka. Slice backhand from Tommy Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka. Backhand from Tommy Paul. Slice backhand from Wawrinka. It's a winner. Okay, so 15-all. Maybe something interesting here. Maybe something interesting. 15-all. 15-all. Tommy Paul still on serve, serving for the match. 15-all. Tommy Paul serving. We have some Stan supporters of Stan Wawrinka in the chat. I am personally also rooting for Stan Wawrinka, but it's not looking good. Again, great first serve from Tommy Paul. Wawrinka hitting the return wide. 30-15. It's not looking good. It's not looking good for the former world number 3. First serve from Tommy Paul. Hits the net. It will be second serve from Tommy. Second serve from Tommy. So maybe some chance for Stan Wawrinka on this ball. Forehand from Wawrinka. Backhand from Tommy Paul. Forehand from Wawrinka. Backhand from Tommy Paul. Backhand from Wawrinka. Hits the net. Oh my. 40-15 for Tommy Paul. 40-15. And that brings up 2 match points. 2 match points for Tommy Paul. Will you follow Medvedev's match? Vukasin when he is playing. When he's playing. He's playing... well, probably not. Unfortunately, probably not, because Tommy Paul, in the meantime, hitting the first serve. Wawrinka hitting the net, and it's all over. It's all over. Very unfortunate. Just over an hour. Wawrinka loses. Wawrinka loses. Very unfortunate. 6-1, 6-4 in favor of Tommy Paul. Pretty dominant performance by the American. Stan Wawrinka just not at his best today. You have to be at your best if you want to beat these kind of players. Stan Wawrinka, really kudos to him. The crowd is standing on their feet and applauding Stan Wawrinka. Thank you guys, 76 subscribers. Thank you guys very much for that. The crowd is just applauding Stan Wawrinka off the court, but he really did play very poorly. Very poorly. When we compare this performance to his performance against Francis Tiafoe in the first round, this was a lot worse. Really a lot worse performance. So probably, not probably, but certainly a deserved win for Tommy Paul today. The American winning this one. But yeah, better luck next time, right, Leonte? Right. So Vukasin asking, will you follow Medvedev's match? Maybe. Yes, so I have said unfortunately not, because I have to go somewhere in the evening. That's why I was streaming this match, which was a little bit earlier. But Samrat, hi Samrat, you lost $1,300. Yeah, that's not very good. That's not very pleasant. That's not very pleasant to lose like 1,300. But it ends in 17. Yeah, 17-5 over. But it ends in 17 games. Yeah, I mean, that is not very nice. That is not very pleasant. That is not very pleasant. Again, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. If you have any more questions, leave them in the chat. I will be here for a little bit longer. Again, I will be streaming tomorrow again. So yeah, tomorrow some very good matches. Tomorrow we have really some very nice matchups. Hurkacz against Felix Auger-Aliassime, that will be a banger. Then Carreño Busta against Kyrgios, some other great matches as well at Halle. So I mean, tomorrow will be a big day. We have quarterfinals basically. Yeah, quarterfinals tomorrow. It is Friday. So quarterfinals in Halle and at Queen's Club as well. But today we're streaming Stan Wawrinka. Unfortunately, it is Stan Wawrinka didn't put up a good performance. 17 winners for Tommy Paul, only 9 winners for Stan Wawrinka, 5 unforced errors for Tommy Paul, 12 unforced errors for Stan Wawrinka. That is just too much. 9 winners, 12 unforced errors. That is no good. Tommy Paul, on the other hand, playing very well, playing really well. 17 winners, only 5 unforced errors. That is very good stat. And again, it took us just over an hour. So I was, counting. I will be streaming at least something like 2 hours, but it ended very quickly. Very quickly. So again, guys, if you don't have any more questions, just thank you very much for being here. Hopefully you did enjoy this stream. I just released today a video about Andy Murray. So what is next for Andy Murray? So you can go and check it out as well. Yesterday I released a video about Rafa Nadal, if he will be playing at Wimbledon. So you can go and watch that one as well. Again, guys, thank you very much, all of you who have subscribed. We have reached 76 subscribers. So I really do appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much for being here. Vukasin, Samrat, Leonte, Alexandra, Bangla, and Our World, you are here in the chat today, so thank you very much, guys, again. And yeah, see you in the next one. See you tomorrow. We'll be streaming tomorrow some quarterfinals from Halle, probably. Hopefully we can catch Hurkacz against FAA, against Felix Auger-Aliassime, because that should be a very interesting match. So hopefully we'll catch that one. But if not, but there are some other interesting matchups as well. So again, guys, thank you very much for being here, and I will see you again very soon. Yeah, thank you very much, guys, and see you soon. I must find the button. I can find the button. Yeah, here it is. Okay, thank you, guys. See you. Bye, and have a good day. Bye, guys.